People love SUVs and crossovers. They also love affordable vehicles. Put them together and you get this.
I'm auto specialist Tom Voelk for the Seattle International Auto Show, and this is the all-new 2023 Honda HR-V, completely redesigned and bigger now.
The sweet spot is the sport model with all-wheel drive. It's $28,400 with shipping.
The second gen is definitely grown up. It's 9 inches longer and 3 inches wider than the original HR-V, which was based on the Fit architecture, which is no longer sold in the United States. So this one gets a lot of its components from Civic.
All HR-Vs run with the same powertrain. This 2-liter 4-cylinder is in the base Civic. There's 158 horsepower and 138 pound-feet of torque happening. Also from Civic, the transmission is a continuously variable box with a sport mode that remaps throttle, steering, and simulated shift points. No steering wheel paddles if that's a deal breaker. There are drive modes, nothing exotic. Remember, this is an entry-level vehicle. Honda's Real Time All-Wheel Drive is a $1,500 upgrade.
I'm driving the sport model. Honda believes that this is going to be the most popular HR-V, and it might be called Sport, but it's not any sportier than the others. No difference in suspension or power. Speaking of acceleration,
the seat of my Levi's figures 0 to 60 takes around 9 seconds. Gas isn't getting any cheaper. HR-V is EPA rated at an average of 27 miles per gallon with all-wheel drive.
Honda does a good job with CVT transmissions. This one feels like a regular geared gearbox. Nicely done.
The critical difference between this and the outgoing HR-V is ride quality. It's very good and moves this little sport ute up to the grown-up level. Excellent for a budget vehicle.
I don't think it's going to shock anybody when I say the HR-V rides pretty much like a slightly raised Honda Civic. This is a very comfortable vehicle. It soaks up bumps nicely. On the highway, it's relatively quiet.
With a new independent rear suspension and a wheelbase up by nearly 2 inches, HR-V is arguably the most refined in class, a solid choice when hauling dorm furniture home for the summer.
One of the first things you'll notice when you're behind the wheel of the HR-V is that visibility is excellent. The A-pillars are nice and slim, no real blind spots, very easy to see out.
Like the ride quality, I bestow the blue ribbon to HR-V's interior. I see buyers choosing this on the cabin looks alone. And this, folks, is the mid-level sport trim with heated grippy cloth seats and contrasting stitching. It gets even better, moving up to EXL with leather chairs. This model's the only way to get Qi phone charging with wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, a sunroof, and dual-zone climate control, which is 25% more powerful now. So check the fancy box if you want that stuff. The space gets the current generation Civic vibe down to the long honeycomb motif that widens the dashboard visual. The amount of stitching moves the atmosphere up a notch, maybe two, and the padding is friendly to drivers' knees. The outgoing HR-V had this great feature, the magic seat. Stuff could be stored under the bench and it offered a great space for a dog to hang out in. The second generation may not get that, but the cushions are much more comfortable and supportive now. The carpool gang will thank you. HR-V comes with a spare. Don't laugh, those are becoming rare. In max cargo room, there's 55 cubic feet, about the same as the first HR-V. Flip those seats up, and 24.4 cubic feet is a decent amount of room for a smaller vehicle. My camera bag is a bit smaller than a carry-on suitcase, and the backpack is on the larger side. The improved real-time all-wheel drive system will take on Northwest logging roads. It's good for mild off-roading. The second generation HR-V is a polished piece of transportation for an entry-level vehicle. Check it out at a Honda showroom near you. For the Seattle International Auto Show, I'm Tom Voelk.